Before we begin, I'd like to remind you to straighten your posture. Hard to focus with a bad back. Anyways, welcome back to INSyed. I'm Syed, and every week I take real academic research and bring it closer to the life you're actually living. Like a diary that did psychology, let's take a peek inside. I just got back home from my cancelled haircut appointment. You can most likely imagine that I was upset, and you'd be justified in thinking that. After waking up at 10 a.m., which is relatively early since it's spring break, don't judge me, and walking uphill for 30 minutes only for my barber to say that they can't make time for me when I'm already there, you can assume that I was upset. But honestly, I feel okay. Dare I say I'm feeling really happy? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't angry. Why couldn't they have called me or anything at all in the morning? I just wasted an hour of my day walking uphill only for something not to happen. I was pissed. I began to stew in frustration as I stepped outside and sat on some steps that were nearby. I drank some water because I was dehydrated from the uphill walk, and in that moment I checked the time. It was only 10:30. I still had some 11 hours left in the day. This realization reminded me the cancellation was something I had no power over. What I did have power over was what I do next. It was something I learned in my psychology lectures, the locus of control. This idea describes how there are things that are in and out of our control. It's what separates things that we should stress about and what we should let go. Think of it like a ring. A ring where you're in the middle is your internal locus of control. And how far you can stretch your arms dictates what you have power over. Everything in that ring is every choice you've ever made. And look who's in the center of it all. You. Everything about you. What you choose to do with your hands, your heart, your mind is something that is in your control, and nothing can take that away from you. By recognizing this, you and I will be able to live more fruitful and productive lives. The research backs this up. Studies have shown that those who have a strong internal locus of control tend to experience more emotional stability, and they've even been found to have better self control. What's nice is that the combination of a strong sense of self control and locus of control have been linked to people living healthier lives with greater physical and mental well being. We can't say for certain, but we can assume it's because they get to choose. By knowing and understanding the difference between what we can and can't control, we can choose clarity. We can choose peace. We can choose us. I couldn't control if my haircut would happen or not, but I could control what I do for the rest of the day. On the way back home, I decided to stop by the pharmacy to get some skincare and dental products. Soon I'll be leaving again to go perform my Friday prayers. Even in Islam, it's recommended that we not dwell on what's out of our control, because where we are now may be the best place we could be. It's a concept in Islam known as Tawakkul, and it's something I've been trying to practice. So, like my haircut appointment, maybe it being cancelled was for the best. Maybe the person cutting my hair wasn't having a good day, and I would have left the salon with a bad case of my barber messed me up. Who knows? What I do know is that I've still got the rest of the day to make today count. How about you? What's left in your ring? And that brings us to the end of this week's Inside. Thank you for spending your time here. If something today stayed with you, the best way you can support is to share it with someone it may reach. You can also follow the show wherever you listen. And if you have a moment, leaving a review genuinely helps more people find us. Until next week, remember that there's always more inside.